Hey guys, so I'm just doing this video just so you can see some of the stuff that we have been sending out in a little bit more detail, and just going to talk you through some charts from yesterday. So what I want you to know is that at Relentless, what we do is we are giving you the tools. So we're giving you custom indicators that we have designed to help with this method and the way of trading. We also do It's not just about using the indicator to take any old trade. We do all the fundamental analysis that goes behind it. So you don't need to worry about that because we do that every single week. And then also what you get on a daily basis is we give you kind of our bias in terms of which pairs we think to look for specific moves. And it doesn't just mean, what we send this out, what time was this sent out? It's normally around anything between 6:30 and 8 o'clock in the morning. But it's not just about, oh well, this one's going to go down today, so I'm just going to put a trade on. It doesn't work like that. We do have to wait for that setup to appear. But I'm going to show you how we can use this, how you can use these kind of tools to your advantage to get you started. So this is Tuesday's report. So I'm going to go to the chart. I'm going to show you. So I've got one of our indicators turned on, and what we're looking at is this is all taught in our strategy in the back office as well, but we're looking for a reaction in and around this area, and then we're potentially looking for a sell from here. What we also do is send out the alerts. So if I go to the 24th, you'll be able to see that in and around this time on the 24th, there's a lot that come out, but what you use these for is obviously just mute them because there's a lot that come through. But when you're ready to trade, you can have a look and see, okay, well, what's going on, what's happening in these areas. Is there any pairs and alerts that are coming out that are mentioned on our currency strength report for that day? So this is USD CHF at 20 to 12. We've got it coming inside the bearish area, which is exactly what we're looking for, because remember our bias on Tuesday was that USD CHF was bearish, so we think it's going to go down. So what we're seeing on the 24th from 9 o'clock is price actually making its way up, but we think price is going to go down for that day, so we're just waiting for the right opportunity to come up before we then kind of take that sell position. What else the indicator does, so if I just turn the indicator off, you'll see those lines disappear. If I turn it off, you can see now I've got this green area and I've also got this red area. So what I'm looking for is some reaction here to show me, yes, we could continue down from here, and we're going to target this area down the bottom. And what's really interesting with the indicator is what happens kind of next. And I will show you some proof that, we took these trades live on a call as well with some of our members, so I'll show you those as well. But if you look from here, we target that area down the bottom and we get an instant reaction back out of it as well. But now if you look what's happened, we've now got another red block that's being created. So what we could now see is a price make its way back up to the red block, and then again we could look to add to our position, potentially take a second entry. And if you see there's the reaction from the area that we're interested in, and we'll take another sell position and watch what happens next. And another one's being created as well, so we're still in this position here. But what we could actually do is add even further to this position, because remember, we've got quite a lot going in our favor. We've got all the fundamentals, we've got the currency strength report that we've given you guys, and we've got the indicator with some really good price action coming on, and everything's looking like it's going our way. So we can take a second entry there with stops above that area, and there we go, we've tapped into the bottom, and that is where price is up to right now. So you can see that this has hit target, this has hit target, and our very first one has also hit target. So you've got a 4-to-1 trade here, you've got a 2.6 to 1 trade here, and then we've got a 2.3, so that's 4 points, let's call that 4.6, 4.34. That is about 5-to-1, and so you've got a 9-to-1 trade here. And what you could have done is obviously made sure that this one was risk-free. Once you've entered this one, and then you enter the second one. Again, make sure that you're moving your stops, and so you're all in profit, and you can trail them down as you go. But I just thought it was really interesting how we're seeing the reactions in and around these areas as well. So let me show you on the chat yesterday. Apologies if you see any bad language. People do get quite excited in this group. So this was Tuesday that I'm talking about, so that was the 24th. And these were the live session trades today. You can see we were live session starting in about 15 minutes there. And the time, it doesn't show you the time for some reason, because I think it's because it's a pinned message. But yeah, you can see they normally start at 1:15 just before New York session on a Tuesday. But you can see we had GBP CHF, USD CHF, both as sells, and we had GU as a buy. So we had 3 trades on Tuesday. And if you look at the currency strength for Tuesday, we had GBP CHF, USD CHF as sells, and we also had GU as a buy. So that's why we were looking at those on the live sessions that day. So there you go. There's 1, there's 2, and you can see how the position was added to as well on the live session. And there's 3. And if you look at the results, GBP CHF came in, USD CHF came in as well, and GU absolutely smashed it as well. So there's a lot going on in this group, and we had yesterday as well still a bias on USD CHF, where we thought momentum is still up. So keep an eye on it for now. We reckon it'll go down in New York session. New York opens at 1 p.m. UK time. This was sent out at 20 past 11. And then if you look what happened, pretty much as soon as New York opened, this was posted in at 1:45. It had already made its move, and like we said, New York allowed it to make that move down. So some really, really good stuff coming out of the tools that you get access to. Like I said, we do all the fundamental analysis, we'll give you technical analysis, and we'll give you the support as well that you need. Whatever your level, if this is what I've been talking about here is too complicated, don't worry either, because we will support you with the basics before you get to this level, so it's not something you need to really worry about. But another thing, and why I thought this first one was a good trade, is I'll just show you this as well, is the volume. If you look, this is a bit of a tip from me. Looking at the volume in and around this candle here, we had quite a lot of sell pressure coming from here, which told me something was happening here. So I would be interested in what caused this move, and I'd be looking at this kind of area here for it to react from in the green zone, which ties right into the order block that's been printed for me. So I've kind of got double confirmation in this area that we should see that nice reaction, and it reacts so nicely from the red box that's been created. It's a tight kind of entry. Like I said, you can't just go and trade these blindly. That's why we've entered here further down, because we've waited for some price action that we look for on a lower time frame. You can kind of set pending orders if you want to, but it's just considered a little bit more high risk. We like to see what happens with the price and how they react there before we then take our move if we can. So any questions at all, obviously drop one of us a message and we'll be more than happy to chat with you.